Hey everybody, it's Patrick Grosser with Fathom Realty. This is your Cincinnati real estate market update for week 48, 2020. This past week was Thanksgiving, so as you may guess, the real estate activity was down while families were spending time with each other and traveling possibly out of town as well, so they weren't focused necessarily on real estate transactions. Speaking of holidays, with Christmas coming up, I'm getting some questions from sellers about, is it a good time to list right now, or should they wait until after the holidays? In fact, I've heard from some that agents are telling them they should list the first of the year instead of right now. I disagree with that advice. I think the best time to list your home for sale is when you're ready. It's a personal preference whether you want to deal with selling your home, doing showings, negotiating offers during the holiday season. I don't think it hurts you to list right now, and I don't think it necessarily helps to list the first of the year instead. The market is very tight right now. There's not very much inventory. There's plenty of qualified buyers out there ready to buy. So if you're ready to list your home, I don't see any reason to wait until after the holidays. Now let's take a look at the numbers for this past week. New listings are up over 17% compared to this week last year. Closings are down almost 26%. Average sale price is up over 6.5%. Average days on market is down 54%. And the absorption rate is at an all-time record high for the 7th week in a row at 45.14%, which is equal to 2.22 months of inventory. So although there's some inconsistencies this week with the data on new listings and closings, what is consistent are the figures from average sale price, average days on market, and the absorption rate, all indicating an extremely tight market as we've seen for much of this year. Tighter than ever, buyers are having a harder time than ever finding a home, and sellers are having the easiest time they've had in recent memory finding a buyer for their home. If you're considering selling your home, as you can see from the numbers, now might be the best time to take advantage of this hot market. But you still have to do everything correctly in order to sell your home quickly for top dollar. The first thing you have to do is market your home effectively, first by cleaning and staging your home properly to prepare for professional photography. Get that professional photography uploaded to your listing, and also write ad copy that's going to attract the right buyers to your home who are most interested in the key features of your home. And also publish that to the MLS and syndicate the listing to all of the consumer sites and apps, and also to advertise organically and through paid advertising on social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube as well, to make sure that you're attracting the maximum number of potential buyers to your home, which will translate to the most showings possible at the most offers and get you not only the best price, but the best terms to sell your home. Once you're under contract, you need to avoid some of the common pitfalls that result in transactions terminating and your listing going back on the market. So you need to navigate the inspection contingency, which includes not only reviewing the report from the inspector, but also negotiating the repairs that are requested by the buyer. This is where many deals fall through. You also need to make sure that the home appraises for the purchase price, and if it doesn't, you need to understand what your options are there to keep the deal together. And you also need to make sure that the buyer is doing what he or she needs to do to make sure they qualify, and the final underwriting goes through to approve the loan so that there's actually funds to close the transaction. So you need to understand whether you're listing and selling on your own or you're working with a professional, that you execute each of these steps to make sure you get your buyer to the closing table. And before you even get started, you should make sure you review all of your options. And there are more options than ever for homeowners to sell. You can sell to an iBuyer for cash with your property as is and do no showings, close in about a week. Of course, you have to sell at a discount for that, so you want to understand if that's worth it to you for that convenience. You can try to save some money by listing for sale by owner and do the work yourself. You can hire a limited service or flat fee agent. You can work with a traditional agent, or you can choose from a menu of services and only pay for the services that you need, which is the model that I use with my clients. Regardless of what you choose, you should make an informed decision because this is a very important financial transaction in your life. And given the market conditions, you want to make sure that you take full advantage of it. If you'd like to know some of the tips and strategies for sellers that have been successful for my clients, click on the link below or above in the description. If you're thinking about buying a home, it's no secret that it's been more difficult than ever lately to find your dream home, to get it under contract, and to get to the closing table. So there's many common pitfalls that are causing a lot of trouble for buyers these days. Number one is making sure that you have a listing alert set up via email so that you instantly get notified of listings that match your search criteria. This is an alternative or a supplement to browsing randomly. So of course you can still browse on your favorite websites, but it's really convenient and even more effective to make sure that you're getting the data directly from the MLS as opposed to waiting up to 24 hours for these common search portals like Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com to get that data. If you do wait and you're only browsing, you may actually miss a listing and it may get under contract before you even see it, before you can have a showing as well. So if you haven't done that already, make sure you get set up on that. That is going to require you to work with an agent in some capacity to get access to the MLS. You also want to make sure that you have a strategy for how to win if you end up getting in a multiple offer situation. So I have plenty of things that I've done for my clients that have worked through trial and error over the past couple of years where multiple offers have been very common. So I am very confident that I can help you with that. If you're interested in some of those tips and strategies, again, to see the listings right away and also to win in a multiple offer situation, click on the link below or above in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.